This is mad. Bro, oh my goodness gracious me.
So what happened, son?
Pure dramas.
What?
On this occasion, on this particular occasion, let me apologize sincerely to the Fight is Right listeners. I know you're usually used to Spencer Fearon being the late one.
Don't deflect. You're late, bro.
Bro, let me even get my booster. You know when you're a child, you get your chair boosters. Let me get my booster to make me look taller. One sec. wait. Let me put my booster there. Yeah, now I'm on your level, Spence. I'm on your level. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the building. Glad to be back in the building. Let me start the show in the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. There's fireworks that are going on outside, so it's scaring my little girl. So
there wasn't fireworks the other day.
Yeah.
Wasn't fireworks the other day.
They're doing some fireworks in like the communal garden, so it's a scared Rhea. Come on,
The people are brushing me already, Spence. They're saying, I can't see with the glasses on. Take them off. They're off now. They're off. What's going on, man?
I'm blessed, man. Missed you, ain't gonna lie.
Come on. Old tight Rob Mayer in the building. Victor, J. New, Nathan Bailey, Jermaine Williams, Coco, the lovely Coco's here, Lee S, Arinza, Ma, Yemi X, Daniel Grace, Alfie Black, Joe Barrow, Tundi, Kole, Ola, Steve Bailey, Jay Boating, Matt Lee, M Sport, I believe that is, Philip Answer, E Francis, AAAV, Developments, Ryan, Marengo, Korn, Opiemi, Jermaine Williams. Yeah, we're back. No, as they say, long thing. We're ready to work. I've been itching for the last 2 weeks to get back in the red chair with my guy. And yeah, Spence, what's been going on?
Well, same old. You know what? The liveliness was all of the Fury drama, which was incredible. I went out to the Fury in Ghana. I'm still taken aback with that, but I say massive thank you to all of Team Fury. Massive thank you to Spencer Brown, who jumped on our show from Gold Star, who's Tyson Fury's actual manager. Let's not get twisted now. He's Tyson Fury's manager now. So, yeah, I'm grateful for all of that. And, yeah, I mean, the people are saying welcome back because Tundi was out jet setting, doing some Rocky 4 training. Him and Anti-Yal and Joe Cordova, but they're picking up logs and going up and down. You know what I mean? Like they're taking the logs back to the fire camp. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
trust me.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But there's a lot to talk about right now. There's a lot to talk about, Tony.
Absolutely. But listen, I want to get a little refresh on the Tyson Fury drama because to me, it's still not done. It's still not over. But listen, the Gypsy King, as I publicly said on Twitter, when all said and done, he got the W. I just don't think anyone was expecting that from Francis Ngannou. And
so nobody was.
He shocked everybody.
No, nobody was. Let me just turn this up a little bit. Nobody was expecting that kind of performance, right? At all. Say out to Uncle Tondi. Right. Nobody.
It's so tired you can't open your mouth.
Yeah, she's tired, man. But it's the fireworks that's scaring her. Right?
Old tight, Sugar Ray 29. You know we're here. We're back. The boys in blue are back.
So how did you score the fight?
Well, I did give it to Tyson Fury, just by a slight edge. You know, I think the rounds what Tyson ran, he won, but the rounds which Ngannou won, he won so big. You know, they were the eye-opening rounds, which I feel like people was shouting out robbery and stuff like that. But you know, Tyson did a lot of good work early, jabbing, but also Ngannou was offsetting Tyson with the movement. I think but he was doing these kind of moves. I was like, oh, what's going on here? And the guy's so tough. The guy took a clean Gypsy King elbow. He took a clean Gypsy King elbow, and my guy just walked through it.
He took it like it was nothing. You know what, Ton? I'm gonna be real, yeah. Like I'm hearing the fireworks going off in the back, yeah.
Yes.
Because like yesterday with Dubois, yeah.
Yes.
And so they let off their fireworks now, and this Asian brother who he's got an apartment across from where my house is. What's money ringing me for now? You know what I mean? So this Asian brother, when the youths next door keep their parties, he's the first to complain, you know, come out party. Yeah? And now the man's having big Diwali fireworks going on, scaring my little girl.
Yeah, but you need to know how to open your mouth. Because I would just go there next door.
If I was on the show, now, I'd tell him, look, brother.
Yeah, but like, because I even went, you know, like I always got the flowers in the background. I went down Tesco's for my flowers, cleaned out. The woman said it's Diwali, so you know, they're taking all the flowers. So it is what it is. Everybody's got to have their time, I suppose. But yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, it was one of those fights you could not have argued if it had gone to Ngannou, to be honest with you. But then if it had, what would that have done for the landscape of professional boxing?
Tundi, if he'd have lost, yeah?
Yes.
If Tyson Fury had lost to Ngannou, that'd mash up professional boxing. Exactly.
As much as we're, you know, everyone is, you know, like to say fair deal and fair play and everything like that. That would have been the end of our sport as we know it. Because like a young man just coming in for one fight and beating the heavyweight champion of the world. That's a joke. And that, I mean, listen, I actually think that's going to wake up Tyson Fury for the Usyk fight. That's, you know, because
I know that for a fact.
Yes.
That's if Tyson Fury ever needed to kick up the Jaxie, that was it. Right? And yet, like John saying, Tundi, we needed your commentary on that fight there. We needed you to do. Trust me. Because round three, when he got dropped, that was serious.
Goodness. That was serious. That was a serious event. But moving swiftly on to the headline of our show, Saudi Arabia plans Joshua versus Wallin, Dubois versus, I don't think that's right, Dubois versus Bakolie. I heard something.
That's nonsense. It's not. It's going to be Miller, Big Baby Miller. That's the name. Because what I did hear originally, it was going to be Joseph Parker.
Yes.
Right? And yeah, it should have been Joseph Parker, but now Joseph Parker allegedly now is going to be up against Deontay Wilder.
So Spence, we've heard so much about Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Why are the two not getting this fight on December the 23rd?
Tundi, because I reckon that one there's got a lot to do with money. I think because everything is now going out to Saudi Arabia for Riyadh season, yeah?
Yeah.
I think that this brother Turki Al Sheikh is not playing. Like when he set out, he's the head of sports and entertainment for the country, and he's the royal advisor to the king. So when he's saying that, I'm going to bring all of the eyeballs to the country, he's doing that right now. Because irrespective of what we just had 2 weeks ago with Tyson Fury fight, that controversy has brought a lot of eyeballs to the country, right? It's brought a lot of eyeballs to the country. Now they're saying, right, we're going to put on a fabulous show. They're going out now to put on a fabulous show, and they're saying, well, what are we going to do to put on this fabulous show. So they're saying, right, we want to put eyeballs on it. Okay, then. Well, let's whet the appetite and have the two men fight on the same show on the same night to build it up even more. Even though, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't need no more building up, right? But I majorly think it's more for Saudi Arabia, who are out trying to flex their muscles to say, all right, then, well, you're not going to fight such straight away because Tyson Fury fight just happened the other day. And if we say, okay, then December 23, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, I think Wilder would say, yep, I want it straight away. I think Anthony Joshua will say, nah, I want to have one more fight. This is me just being real. I want to have one more fight, then go and fight. And they're gonna get financially rewarded because, like I said, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia do not play when it comes to paying out these checks right now, right? And as far as I'm concerned, if they really wanted to, just like they've just done with the golf, just like they've done with paying Ronaldo some ridiculous money a week to play on a team out there, they could do exactly the same thing for professional boxing. I think that's what they're gonna do.
The only thing I would say against that, to what you said, and I hear what you're saying, is I don't think that's a mega event. AJ against Wallin. No, this is what I'm saying, Spence. That's why I just listened to what you're saying. AJ against Wallin. Parker against Wilder. Bakolie against, as we're hearing, what's the guy's name? Come on, Spence, help me out here. Bakolie against, is it Herkovic? Yeah. I don't think that this is really a mega event. The mega event, you could just done all of that and just put AJ.
I totally agree.
And that's a mega event. And that makes sense. That's a money event. That's a money event, in my opinion. I don't know how many people agree with that, but I think that's also a money event. And then you can have, the aforementioned other fighters, which is other fights, which will be, obviously, now Otto Wallin is left out of the picture, but Otto Wallin against Joseph Parker is a good fight. You have Dimitri Bivol versus Richard Rivera. Flip Herkovic, probably going to face Bakolie, but I doubt if they would want to take that gamble because Bakolie is on fire right now.
Bakolie will beat Herkovic,
Bakolie's on fire right now.
I
don't know if you need that Congo man in your chest right now. They're talking about Dubois versus Miller. They're also talking about Frank Sanchez versus Junior Farr. Possibly Jaya Opatea will be on that bill as well. So this is lining up to be a serious card, Spencer. It looks like it's going to be a heavyweight and a cruiserweight card, and Anthony Yard, I'm looking to be on that bill as well. So we need to be on that bill. So I'm going to be speaking to Frank tomorrow.
So I'm going to go and have a word with this Asian man in a minute. I swear to God, because it's scaring my little girl.
Yeah, a lot of people are. So what, is it a garden display?
Yeah, in the communal garden, which is by the car park. Yeah, they're in there just budding up fireworks every 5 seconds.
Yeah, you need to. Well, what's the time now? 8 o'clock. I swear there's some.
By the time we finish the show, if it's still going on, we'll have words with it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what has been leaked to Michael Benson currently, and usually when Michael Benson gets the news, it's been leaked by the promoters to Michael Benson to bust the news.
Come on.
So let me just reiterate what I've just said. The card planned for Saudi Arabia on December the 23rd will feature Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker, Dimitri Bivol versus Richard Rivera, Flip Herkovic versus TBC to be arranged, Daniel Dubois versus Jerome Miller, Frank Sanchez versus Junior Farr, Arslanbek Makardov versus TBC, and possibly Ja Opatea versus TBC, and possibly Anthony Yard versus TBC. Let me just stick that one in there. So yeah, whatever way you look at it, even though I do want AJ versus Wilder, that is if George Warren has pulled this off, George and the man behind the plan, Frankie Blue Eyes, Mr. Frank Warren, and the silent assassin, Francis Warren, if they pull this off, this is a massive card for British boxing and world boxing, I would say.
Because I hear apparently the press conference is going to be this Wednesday, Tundi.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And apparently we're hearing whispers that we could get the press conference of Fury Usyk on Thursday, Tundi.
Yeah. Guys ain't playing right now.
They're not playing. So I'm saying it is a fantastic time for boxing right now. Because if it means that we got to hold up with bated breath to get into 2024 to see an undisputed heavyweight champion, and not only that, I think it still whets the appetite of boxing fans to see a card like this in Saudi Arabia on the 23rd of December. Right? It's something that, you know, Big Baby Miller, yeah? Big Baby Miller and Daniel Dubois, that's not an easy fight for either guy there, you know?
No, I'm being honest with you. That's not an easy fight for Daniel.
I'm telling you, it's not an easy fight.
That ain't no easy fight for Daniel, because when you got that Walla Lava man coming on your chest, and you don't even know if this brother's clean. Sorry, you don't know if this athlete is clean, having failed
2 drug tests.
2 drug tests, failed drugs tests, and a massive amount of drugs as well. Like, he must have ticked every failed drugs in the book. So, personally, from a managerial standpoint, money aside, I want my man tested.
Of course, he's going to be tested. He's going to be tested.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure about that.
Tundi, I guarantee you, he's going to be tested, because when he got stopped from fighting Andy Joshua, yeah,
yes,
the man had more drugs in the boots the chemist routed.
Right? Yeah, that's why he was throwing. Actually, that's why he was throwing 300 punches around.
Trust me.
But you know, these drugs don't give you skills. But what they do is give you the ability to keep punching, and that's not fair. That ain't fair, because it's not natural. It's not natural, and I still find it hard that people who have clearly failed drugs tests, performance enhancing drugs, clearly failed it, are still allowed to box. It's just, you know, if there's doubt, then, and a person can prove that there's doubt and it cannot be proven beyond doubt, then yeah, maybe. But when somebody is clearly guilty of...
Get out of here, man. Get out.
You can't box. You ain't boxing no one I manage. I tell you that for free. Yeah, I just wouldn't be having it. And there has to come a point where you have to use some reasoning and not say, because I'm getting this check, that I'm taking the fight. No. That's just not right. But it will be a good fight if it were to take place, and who knows how Daniel has recovered from the Usyk stoppage. I see him posting picture with Gal. So I say, yeah, Daniel is spreading his wings. Yeah, and I'm like, cool. So you let a man know that you got your girl and life is living. So big up to Daniel Dubois, and let's hope all this is true. I guess all of these fighters are sworn to secrecy until next week, when the announcement, according to yourself, Spencer, shall be made.
Yep.
But if this is really going down, Riyadh, the Riyadh man, them are paying serious money.
Trust me.
This is not a card that's easy to put on, and I'm quite sure looking at this card, how many of these are Queensbury fighters? I know Joe Apataya is not a Queensbury fighter.
Nope.
I know Frank Sanchez is not a Queensbury fighter.
Nope.
Daniel, yes.
Who I met out when we was in Saudi, yeah, I mean, Yes, Spur Good Marshall, thank you for the $5. And he says, do you think this could lead to all of the top heavyweights actually fighting each other? Also, peace and blessings to you guys, my UK brothers, Lions Den boxing community. Thank you.
Old chat, LDBC. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a step in the right direction, Spur Good Marshall, because this is what Oscar De La Hoya has been calling for. He's been calling for all promoters to come under one umbrella, even if it's for one night, to make these big fights happen. But what I will say is there's still no big fight on this card. There ain't no big fight. The big fight is AJ versus Wilder.
And I hear you, Tundi, but maybe this is just the appetizer to after, because February is just going to be around the corner if you think about it realistically, right?
Yes, sir.
And after we have an undisputed champion, thank you very much, FA. After we have that, then I know for a fact that Ngannou's going to be thrown in the mix with the winner of that fight.
Ngannou?
Ngannou's going to be. I'm telling you this now.
Come on, man. That means you're going backwards. That means you're going backwards again.
Ngannou is gonna. If Tyson Fury wins, Ngannou is going to fight the winner of Usyk versus Fury.
That doesn't make sense. If Tyson Fury,
the winner of Usyk and Fury,
yes,
Ngannou is gonna fight the winner of that fight.
No, that don't make no sense.
Why?
Remember, I was the one that said I feel that Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou does deserve a shot, and I did say on the show last week from America that that's the fight. But if all these guys are in the mix, we need to make these fights happen for boxing. Before you're talking about a 2-fight novice beating. Well, it will be 2 fights if he comes into the mix. Yeah. A 2-fight novice beating a world champion. No, we need to clean up boxing first, Spence.
Tundi, once we get the undisputed champion, right? This is what I believe, and similar to 2001 when Lennox Lewis became undisputed world heavyweight champion, and then the title got fragmented. WBA stripped Lennox Lewis because Lennox Lewis refused to give John Ruiz a shot at the title, and instead of fighting John Ruiz, Lennox Lewis went on and fought Michael Grant, who was seen as this unstoppable force from America. And Lennox Lewis nearly broke his foot when he knocked him out. Remember when Lennox hit him and his foot twisted up? So, right. I believe that the title will become fragmented. Then AJ and Wilder will be for a version of the heavyweight championship, right? And then Ngannou will get a shot at the winner of Usyk and Fury, and then the winner of AJ and Wilder will fight the winner of who's left, and then we'll bring back the titles again in the unification for undisputed champion again.
Nah, that's some joke thing.
All right, but I'm telling you, remember this thing that I've told you.
I just let you just talk because that's some joke thing.
All right.
That's some joke thing, Spencer. Come on now, let's get it right. Other than Usyk Fury, the only fight we want to see as boxing fans is Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. I'm not doubting that Francis Ngannou had a great moral victory the other day, but we can't be just turning professional boxing into YouTube boxing. That's not the one, mate. That ain't the one. We need to establish who's who. We can't complain about boxing not having the fights and making the fights. And then because Francis Ngannou had a good performance against ill-prepared Tyson Fury, we're flinging him in the mix. So what are you telling me, that a 2-fight novice can now all of a sudden just win the World Heavyweight Championship? Come on, man. This is nonsense.
Tundi, it's not nonsense because...
It's nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense. All right, then let me ask you a question, regardless that Tyson Fury was ill-prepared or not, and I don't think he was ill-prepared physically, I think he was ill-prepared mentally going into that fight, right?
Sorry to cut you. You know these guys, when you don't call out their Snapchat, They take it personal. So before you go on there, thank you FAI for the $4.99. He said that is a horrible fight for AJ. What are you fighting a southpaw for on such short notice who has just had a fight? Fight Wilder now on a 2-year layoff. Bingo. But go back to your team because we're gonna get back to that point there because that's a beautiful, beautiful point.
No, you know what? I want to stay on that point because I totally agree that AJ should be fighting Wilder next, right? Yeah. But I know because what is he? He's in and out with trainers now. He's allegedly meant to be working with Ben Davison right now, right?
Who?
AJ. Right? So I think he'll think, yeah, I want to have one fight with my guy and then fight Wilder. Maybe that's the case. I don't know, but I know.
How many one fights do we need though?
Look, Ton, it's always the case. It's always the case when you're in something and you are constantly psychoanalyzing things. That's what I believe. I like that one day. I think that's it. Thank you very much, bro.
Yeah, could this all be just rumors? I mean, listen, December the 23rd is around the corner. So we're going to have this same thing again, isn't it? This is what's going to happen. There's going to be excuses that we didn't have enough time to prepare for a southpaw. So God forbid anything were to happen, a tragedy in that fight where Wallin, who's coming off a confidence booster, creates an upset. We're going to have the same excuses again. So I'm like, bro, we might as well just get this thing cracking. Like, just fight. You know, Anthony Joshua, my guy, I'm supporting him regardless. I don't care if he had 99 losses. I'm backing AJ. But the point is that me personally, I feel when you get to that certain level, you know, financially, people's always going to want money. That's why Warren Buffett continues to make money in his 90s. But we're talking about a man who's constantly spoke about legacy, who is speaking about legacy. So the legacy fight is Wilder. And we've been talking about this fight for so long, Spencer, that we need to see it. We don't need to see AJ in the ring because what's it going to be? All right, cool. So now you are revealing to the Fight Is Right that Ben Davison is his new trainer. So, okay, he has a subpar performance again. Then what is it? Move to another trainer and then get another subpar performance and then blame that trainer? Come on, man. This is nonsense. How much trainers does man want? How much trainers does man want? I keep telling my man should have just came. Sorry, I'm going on one again. You know, it's good to be back. But I've told man, all this running around the place, you should have just come and see your brothers.
What? Anyway.
Nonsense. But warm up. But I'm always wary when AJ's name gets mentioned because there's so much bad mind on this youth. So much wickedness, evil people, so much nastiness when people talk about AJ. I don't know. I always just talk from a brotherly uncle kind of perspective. And I'm like, come on, man. AJ, we don't need no more trainers. Like, we just don't need no more trainers. This is a mental thing. It's a mental issue where you need to be told you're the best. Let's go in there. Bruck up, man. Punch man up. Show them the Nigerian Eba, Egusi. Add some Ghanaian Chofi, Jollof. And let's just punch a brother up. You understand that? We can do it. Like I still believe after everything that's gone on with this young man, I still believe Anthony Joshua can bust up Deontay Wilder. That's what I believe in my heart of hearts. I'm not holding back the talk. And I personally don't believe at this stage of Anthony Joshua's career that the right technical trainer, because all you're going to do when you've got a man talking too much technicality to Anthony Joshua, you're just going to confuse the young brother. You're just going to come on, Spencer. You know I'm talking the truth.
You are talking the truth, sir.
FA, again, thank you for the $9.99. Yeah, this smells like an upset. I hope not. Who is advising him? They said Davison is just who he works with while in the UK. James is still his trainer. He don't need no more fights. Again, spot on. It's too much hearsay. He said, she said. And clearly, Anthony Joshua is keeping quiet. He likes to keep on people, guessing and his name relevant. And I totally agree with that. But just for a talking point, I always put that caveat in there that I don't know if all this is true. Because someone says Derek James is still there and he was just working with Ben Davison for a few weeks. Then we hear Ben Davison is going to be announced as his trainer. I'm like, this is coming like EastEnders.
You know what?
EastEnders. Go ahead, Spence. Sorry.
I'm keeping it 100. I agree with you.
Thank you very much.
I do. I agree with you. And I am getting bored of this because we've been talking about this AJ Wilder fight. We've been talking about this AJ Wilder fight for blinking the last 7 years.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. I just feel like both of them are point in their career. Anthony Joshua has lost to Usyk twice. Mm-hmm. Wilder has lost to Fury 3 times, but he got the first fight. No, the first fight was a draw. Yeah. So he's lost to Fury on the cards twice as well. So both of them are sharing 2 defeats by the 2 current champions. So to me, it's basic maths. Mm. You have the final, which is going to be Usyk versus Fury, and you have the semi-final in Wilder versus AJ. Those are the fights we want to see. Although Martin Bakolie and others, I'm trying to think of the others, because Martin Bakolie is just a man in my head right now because he's an African Congolese brother just busting up, man, like they're not even, and I see him doing a public training session in Congo. I'm like, he's a problem. But in terms of fan-friendly favorites, people that can get the attention of the world, you're talking about Anthony Joshua. He's there regardless of defeats. You're talking about the bronze bomber regardless of defeats. So I'm just sorry, but we got a little village man that's terrorizing the place. No one ain't really looking to fight him. Like, if he's like,
why would anybody want to say they're going up against that village man? That village man is a problem. I mean, my Bakolie is a problem, Tundi.
Big problem. Big problem. So I'm like, come on now. Let's get this thing cracking. And who am I to say, or who am I to stop another man financially gaining from another fight? But, as I say, I don't know another man, and I never speak about what someone else is getting, but from a fight fan's perspective, I'm like, this is going around the circle too much now. We need some closure. Otherwise, don't come on here or go on Twitter or Instagram cursing YouTube boxing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go criticizing Tommy Fury, Jake Paul, and KSI when the fights are there and you ain't making them. The fight, and it's not as though we're still trying to progress someone's career. These guys now are at the top of the tree. They're in positions where I don't really feel, it's different with other fighters. I don't really feel the public are interested in the lower tier fights. So it's like, as Lennox Lewis says, if you want to be the best, you have to face the best and beat the best. Mm-hmm. So what is it? Is it just be honest? Just be honest. If it's just a money thing, I'm not disagreeing. I definitely not disagree with you because, at the end of the day, belts, you can't take the WBC belt to the bank. So I get all that. And if the Saudis are delivering them and giving fighters, making fighters financially free, then I'm all going to be. But I'm just talking from a fighter's perspective as well as a trainer and a manager, Spence. Alan Skill, he said, let's stop dancing around the issue. Spence, get the black book out, call AJ and tell him he is moving in with Tundi. Don't worry, Tuns. I think he'll be good. for the red. Covered. Old tight Alan Skill. Yeah, we need to see action. And yes, Spencer, again, I do agree with you. This is definitely a step in the right direction. But I'm like, someone just said Tunde, FA Jagba, Martin would be great. That would be a great. But I'm saying Martin Bakolie will roll over a Jagba. And, a Jagba's my fellow countryman, but I'm just keeping it real. He ain't beating Martin Bakolie. Martin Bakolie is a Congolese problem. And I would go so far to say any of them, Fury, Usyk, Dubois, can I put Fabio in the mix?
No, it's too early.
Fabio, it's still early, but Fabio's definitely creeping into the world scene. Yeah. Get a couple more wins. And you know what? As No Let's Go TV, coming to my head today, Spencer.
What?
Mr. White. I was gonna message him. It's like Dylan just got off the radar, man. Like, bro, where are you? Like, I need to know where Dylan is. Like, it's like we know what's happening or we know what's happened, but I'm like, can we hear something? Or are the lawyers saying that Dylan can't talk?
I think he can't talk right now. He wasn't out in Saudi. He's still linked with my boy that fought the other day.
Fabio, yeah, obviously he's a manager.
He's still, he's right. But on paper, it's Magic Hands that's his manager.
Okay.
Magic Hands the manager now.
Who's manager? Dylan's or Fabio?
Fabio's. But he's still under the Dylan White umbrella.
Of course.
So he was out there representing. And
hold on, let me get this right. Are you saying Magic was out there representing or Dylan was out there representing?
No, Magic.
Okay.
I mean, Michael Magic Hands was out there. He's managing quite a few fighters now under the Dylan White promotion.
Under Dylan White's banner.
Yeah. It was good to see. But I thought I was going to see Dylan out there. But obviously, with the controversy of this failed drugs test, I think Dylan hasn't done anything publicly. And I'm not going to overly harass him at this time, neither.
No, I definitely won't do that. But what I will say, I feel the silence damages him more than it helps him.
Yeah, I understand that, but maybe that's the advice that he's been given from his legal team.
Yeah, but these lawyers, what I'm saying is, anyway, don't let me go too far on that because Dylan's our guy. I personally, this is from my standpoint. Sometimes I know we are legally advised, and a fool wouldn't take the legal advice of people that are paid to protect you. But sometimes I think there needs to be some common sense. It's like, if I'm innocent, I don't business about what legal advice I'm getting. I'm telling man, I'm innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't like because what am I going to be sued for saying I'm innocent?
Well, you know what? That is the road that he has decided to go. Because he did say something.
That ain't good for dudes.
He did say some things prior already, saying that it's Eddie Earn that made him feel the drugs and all the rest of it. So maybe after that, man, they said, listen, bro, just calm down yourself.
Yeah. Because no deal is from the end. So deal might be just like, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't hold my mouth when my mouth opens. So it's like, let me just listen to the advice I've been given. And sometimes you do need that, with all respect. You do need that.
I think that's what he's taken. I think he's taken that advice and he's thinking, boy, let me just calm myself.
Yeah, hold my corner. But whoever's legally advising Dills, this is one of our guys. We love Dylan like he's he's blood. We need to get a move on because I feel like a whole world is going by Dills. He's older, he's in the twilight of his career, and I don't actually. Someone needs to clarify where we are. And that may come from the lawyers, not necessarily from Dylan's mouth. It could come from the lawyers. They know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. So let's have some kind of statement from the lawyers, if not from Dylan, to let those who actually support and care about Dylan, or what when I say care, are worried about his future. Let's have some kind of announcement. Just let us hear something, because bro, it's like we just can't hear nothing from Dylan.
Well,
it's like we can't hear nothing from Dylan.
Like I said already, after that, I sent him a couple of texts. He texts back. I just say, like right now, any other time, if this wasn't around, then big up Bobby Wright, thank you very much. Then I'll be on Dylan. But what I am saying is, I am looking forward to, and I mean that I am looking forward to this show in Saudi, just to see like guys are back. And I get it when you say, "How about we should have this fight?" Let both of these guys come through their respective opponents, which I believe that they will do, and then after that, let's see them clash each other. But I think the Wilder clash will happen. I believe Wilder and AJ. I believe that will happen April of next year.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Well, let me tell you something. If this proposed press conference you're talking about is to be staged in the week, it will be a sight to see AJ, Wilder, Bakolie, Bivol, Parker, all of these guys sat on a table. Wallin, Dubois, Miller, Frank Sanchez, Junior Farr, possibly Ja Obatea. This sounds too good to be true. And I just hope it is true. I hope it's not no one blowing smoke up our asses, getting man excited, and giving us some 7-year-old talk that we never see materialized. But I know when Frank is quiet, I know when George is quiet, I know there's always something around the corner. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for that. We will touch on the fights individually, but I'm not going to allow this show to continue. I just got a text from Ghana, all the way from GH. And my boy Nana, he's like, you have to touch on the greatest Rastafari, Eubank Senior. Please, sir. Old tight Nana, all the way in GH. He said, bro, Chris Eubanks is back. We don't even care if the fight is going to take place or not. It's just good to see our brother shining white tee. But you see Steve Bugs. Steve Bugs, when Chris Eubanks, Steve Bugs, bloody hell. He's like, well, what you want this man to come through the gate for? But Chris Eubanks is a legend. We need Chris Eubanks in the sport of boxing. Rastafari, I had to tweet it. He is the man, Spencer. He is the one that actually, at this moment in time, we need him. We need him. We need to keep it. Because I'll be honest with you, he's drummed up more.
Sunday.
Who's that? Hold on, let me see. Chris Eubank. You see the powers. You see the powers. That's my tongue talking.
Yes, sir. You know what? Well, I'm on the show right now, and everybody's bigging you up.
Tunde Ajayi called your name.
Yep. Tunde just called your name as well. And we just want to say congratulations to Harlem Eubank, your nephew. And it's good to see you reigning in the light that you are, sir.
Thank you very much, friend. Thank you very much. You're very kind, and I appreciate that, Spencer.
No. Seriously, yeah. Everybody, like, it was a guy. Was he Nana from Ghana?
Nana.
Yeah, Nana from Ghana. He said in the message, he was saying like it was excellent to see you, how you were shining. Yeah, we're like the shine, you know.
I'm not ready to do dreadlocks. That's how we go. That's how we do it.
Yeah, and we hopefully, because I know you're looking for a fight for your nephew against Conor Ben. Yeah, if you know, and at the weight, and you said what you said.
Listen, Spencer, let me stop it. Why don't you just send Chris the link? Because this is what it was. I heard an interview with Chris saying that we need to promote it. They need outlets. So this is the perfect opportunity for Chris to hop on for 5 minutes and boost the fight. Because everyone's watching. Everyone's listening.
Well, we don't know if Mr. Eubank is not busy, but
the fight's already made because the people them know dreadlocks. So listen, thank you for the call. I appreciate you.
Big up.
And we'll talk tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And, yeah. So, but thank you for. I appreciate what you've said, and you go on the way with the show there.
Yes, sir. Before you go, sir. This is what I want to know from you. Is that you're calling for this fight, and the people are calling for this fight. I want to know, why would your nephew beat Conor Ben?
Because he's full of what I'm called sugar. When you look upon him, I move. And remember this, he fought at 140, he went down to 140. He lost 20 pounds to get down to that weight. It was the wrong weight. So let me tell you what, he'll float like a butterfly and he will sting Rastafari like the bumblebee.
Thank you very much.
Wait. Chris, before you leave us, please just say Rastafari one more time for the fight is right.
Rastafari. One more time. Rastafari. Yeah, we're there.
Couple.
Rastafari reach, dreadlocks. We reach.
Thank you very much, Chris. Take care. God bless you, bro.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I told you. Dream it, believe it, become it. You got to talk the thing. This is what I'm trying to say when I'm talking about AJ and the powers. This is spiritual. This is a spiritual thing. The words that come out of your mouth are powerful if you believe. And this is what I'm trying to say. Certain men need the belief. They need belief and that's what it is. The skill's there, the power's there. But you think Tyson Fury and the family ain't working with no spiritual powers?
Of course they are.
Come on, man.
Let me tell you. When I was in the hotel with the Furies,
yeah,
right. And also, let me pick up one of the security man named Bud, proper guy, proper guy. Yeah, I mean, probably watches the shows. I got to pick up Bud because I'm gonna pick up, and I forgot to. Right, a couple guys I got to pick up, but Bud, he was working on the show. He was in security down there. A couple other guys, he was just proper. Chris Lord, wicked guy I met out there. But there was a guy called Chris Andrews. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Spence. I'm just laughing at these comments.
Right, and this brother, right, he's done really well for himself. He's got the Chris Andrews cars, which he sells big, high-profile vehicles, sports vehicles, and devout Christian. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we had a long conversation in the hotel about spirituality. And I'm telling you that Tyson's on the spiritual team.
Of course. And he's not hiding it.
Around us on the spiritual team.
Of course. Now, you have to.
Exactly. So when you're on this thing, just like when you back and say Rastafari, he's talking about liberty, how you live.
Yes, sir.
That's a spiritual mindset, a spiritual
concept.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
But it's very difficult to speak spirituality to people who don't understand spirituality. But I know that AJ does understand spirituality.
Of course.
But the thing is the man them who's rolling on this spirituality.
Yeah. Listen, anyway, you always hear Tyson Fury. Thank you, my Lord Savior Jesus Christ. You hear the dad. I'm nothing without my Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
Right.
These people understand the spiritual aspect to physical warfare. And that's what it is. When you go around Deontay Wilder, you feel something, fam. I'm telling you, sorry for this word, fam. But Gary G. Chains, Gary, you are the cause of this fam entering my vocabulary. But these guys know what it is. They know they draw on something outside of themselves to help them in the line of battle. And as I said, this is why I respect Chris Eubank Jr. because he's coming live on the TV and saying Rastafari. I wish he did say that when he was fighting.
Senior.
I wish he did say that when he was fighting. But listen, everyone has their journey and their path, and it's good to see Chris Eubanks back again shining. And as I said, although some people may think he's a joke, some people may feel he's nuts, I ask you to consider what he has been through in his personal life, losing a son and now his brother, and what that mentally does to somebody. So to come back from such low depths and be shining on TV the way I saw him shining the other night, I'm like, big up Chris. He's shining, teeth white, everything, shape. I seen a little suit, the tailored suit. I said, yeah, this guy is different. Yeah, Daniel, Wilder's energy is different. That's real talk. That's real talk. From the first time, and that's why Tyson Fury says he is the baddest man other than himself. But still, I'm going to keep calling Anthony Joshua's name because I like to keep it relevant when others may mock him. I believe AJ can do it. I have to say it. I believe AJ can do Tyson Fury. And I believe now is the time. Because if you give Wilder another warm-up, you letting him get back that sharpness. you know that sharpness when he'll be leaning back and he'll just take and bro, you're gone. So we don't need that. We don't need that sharpness. That for me, AJ, that knockout, the last fight was nicely timed and it was vintage AJ. I want to see Anthony Joshua build on that now, and just go for it. Just go for it. Let's create history, and let's hopefully, if Tyson Fury were to overcome Usyk, which I still think is going to be a massive task. I still feel that. I still feel the Usyk fight is going to be a massive task for Tyson Fury, but fingers crossed, everything crossed, Tyson does overcome that. And we see a fight which has been spoken about higher than any other fight in, I guess, the last 10, 15 years. And that's fact, Spence. How long we've been talking about AJ Fury, Wilder, but we ain't been talking it like AJ Fury. That fight, if that fight does not happen, that is a travesty for boxing.
Well, I'm saying this, Ton. With Saudi Arabia involved and really involved in the way that we thought school challenges on one, but they're not the one now because it's passed over. The reins have now been passed over to Turki Al Sheikh.
Yes.
Who's head of sport and entertainment for the country of Saudi Arabia. And this Riyadh season, they're not playing.
Big up Turki Al Sheikh.
Right, they're not playing. This Turkey brother he's not playing. Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing. He's on it. And sometimes you need that, well, money's not object, come fight. So if you're like before, it's like money's not object, well, we got to go try and find the money. You know what I mean? Or then it's going to be this amount, or then but now it's not the case. So there's no reason why none of these top fighters do not end up battling each other now, as long as it's a big enough fight and also can bring the eyeballs to Saudi Arabia. And big fights will do that. But in closing, Tom, because we know we're going to chop up on an hour, Terence Crawford got stripped of his IBF title.
Yes, sir. You're saying in closing, but there's still one more other show we got to touch on last night, Eddie's show last night. But go on, we can wrap that up.
You know what? I didn't even watch it, though. I was at work. So,
we got to give the boxing, we got to give the young up-and-comers their props as well, the next generation. But go on. You said Terence Crawford has been stripped of his IBF title. Jerome Innes has now been stated to the full IBF.
Now he's the full IBF champion. I was going to get him on today, but we had the topic. You know what I mean? So we're not sure we get him in a week. We're going to jump on in a week when Tundi recovers from his jet lag. Because I still think that's bad that he got stripped to the IBF crown, you know?
Yeah. I guess it didn't make sense for for Terence to really want to fight in this when, I think Terence is the unified champ. Terence is the undisputed. There's no doubt about it.
100%.
Terence is the undisputed, and he has earned the right now to pick the fights he wants, just as Canelo has been picking his fights.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford has that. He's adopted that mantle now, and he's in all his rights to say, "I want a Canelo fight."
Mm-hmm.
If a small Floyd can fight a big Canelo, albeit he was younger, then why cannot Terence Crawford, who can do everything from both stances, strong as an ox?
Because
That's the only fight, really. If you think about it, that's the only fight. And the Spence rematch, but
the Spence rematch is going to happen, isn't it? That's definitely going to happen. Spence has got the rematch clause. I don't see what Spence can do much different.
Neither do I. This is what I'm trying to say. So then, where are the mega fights outside of Spence?
Well, that's in a rematch. You get the rematch, and then we see what's going to happen from there. It'll be interesting to see. It will be very, very interesting to see.
Yeah, Charlo, maybe a Charlo fight that may draw up some interest. A very good fight I'm looking forward to coming up in 2 weeks is David Benavidez versus Boo Boo. That's going to be a fight. And
you want to build up?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it after the show.
Yeah,
do not be surprised. Don't be surprised if there's an upset in that fight.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That southpaw style, there's a reason why Andrade has been avoided for so long. People know about Andrade, but David Benavidez throws 100 million punches per round, and he don't get tired. So, again, it'd be interesting to see how Andre is gonna deal with that. It's a great fight. I'm not too sure if Andrade has the engine at this stage of his career to ward off Benavidez unless he's going to really punch him very hard.
But you know what? Just watch the thing. You're going to see Andrade's big now, you know?
No. Andrade's a serious guy. If you run into that left hand, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So, but like with Benavidez, because he throws so many punches to him, he's a nightmare for most guys.
Yeah, it's like a Joe Calzaghe thing.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to block the 1-2 left hook and you get a right and left hook again after the 1-2 left hook.
I mean, vicious. You know what? It's glad that you mentioned Joe Calzaghe. Because I was with Matt in Saudi and I couldn't believe, like, the last time I see his son must have been about 5 years ago. No, longer than that. So I see Joe Jr. now. He's some big man. It was like, what?
So he's fighting, right? He's a fighter.
I'm not sure, but I see him. He's massive.
You know what? Someone has made a good point here. And Andrade always does this. He drops everyone early, He drops some good fighters early. Then he's for some reason, he just sits on the back foot after that. But agreed. Some of the big tests, so-called big tests that he's gone up against, he's dropped them early. So I do feel Andrade does have power as well. And he's very fresh for a fight.
He's old. He's late in age, but what I'm saying is, like, it's a good fight. Simply, well, you know what? Unfortunately, Andrade ain't had no big names on his. So maybe this is coming too late for him, Elton.
Well, this is the question. This is the absolute question, which is going to be answered in a couple of weeks' time. And listen, we don't know. And another good fight on the bill, which makes this pay-per-view worthy, is Jamal Charlo versus the brother. And that's a good fight as well. Because remember one time the younger brother, Jose Benavidez Jr.
He was going with things.
Yeah, remember he was busting up Amir Khan in sparring. That's what I was hearing. He was touted as the best American amateur prospect. But listen, he's only lost a couple of fights, and let's not get it wrong. I think Danny Garcia was one of them, and Terence Crawford was the other one. So that's not bad company to lose against. So we'll see. Jamal is undefeated, I believe, coming back from a tough time, mental depression and stuff. I think he doesn't look right to me. Maybe I'm just wrong, but he still doesn't look mentally 100%. But we'll see.
The major thing is he's coming back to fight, you know?
Yeah, which is good. Good.
And maybe he can find himself in having to go prepared to fight, going through the training route, you know what I mean? Just being back in the gym and that. Yeah, man, I wish him all the best, you know? I wish him all the best.
And finally, let's talk about last night's show up there in Newcastle. Starting off with the young man, 12-0, I believe. I'm going off pure head. I think it's Ishmael Davis or something like that. Sonny Edwards fighter, a young black boy up them ends. Had a good fight for his matchroom debut. Stopped a very tough and able fighter. He looked good. He looked decent, very muscular. But I see him busting little shoulder moves, countering uppercuts. It's good to watch. You know, and I think he got this. I know he got the stoppage. I think in the 8th round. And yeah, well done to the young man Davis. Keep doing what you're doing. You look good. Keep developing, and I wish you nothing but the best. Then there was another fight with another prospect. It was a good yesterday. This weren't like a next gen show. This was like Saturday fight night because they were all evenly matched contests. And this other prospect, I don't know his name, but he got stopped by the man that was supposed to be a journeyman. And then
I heard about it. He heard that in the interview.
Say again?
Eddie heard that in the interview about it.
That's Masood. That was the top of the bill.
Okay.
But the fight, which I'm so happy for this young man, big up Jeff Ofori from the ends. 33 years, been in some tough fights in his career. I remember he fought O'Hara Davis. O'Hara was just a bit too big and a bit too strong for him, but he's stuck in there. I think Jeff must be at least 32 or 33 now. Went up to Newcastle, fought this Callum French, GB boy or whatever, supposed to be the new thing. Bro, Spence, my man looked like Aaron Pryor last night.
For real?
Yeah. Jeff Ofori. He looked like Aaron Pryor. He broke up the U. He punched up the U. My man's corner had to throw in the towel in the last round. So, you know, these are stories which probably the major platforms will never give them the light. But these are people that we like to talk about, the unsung heroes. And if he never won another fight for the rest of his career, last night was his night. So big up Jeff. He done excellent. Moving like Aaron Pryor versus Alexis Willow. Yeah, it was one of them fights where the shots were coming from angles. So big up Jeff. Yeah, and that's your little shout out for you. Well done. Then we go to, I think it's Mark Dickinson. He stopped Grant. Grant Dennis, another local, big up Grant Dennis. Listen, you're getting these fights on big shows, so you must be doing something wrong. You come up short last night. He was angry at the stoppage, but, Mark Dickinson is one of the kids that, a lot is expected from him. So you stuck in there for as long as you did and you done your best. But big up Mark Dickinson. He comes away with a stoppage victory over Grant Dennis. And then we move on to a young man managed by Sam Jones, Cameron Varong. I think
he's very good,
Listen, I like the skill set. I do like the skill set. He's young. He's busting moves, right and left hook, straight right hand to the body. Yeah, good jab, fast, good experience for him against a tough guy I think that might have been only his second or third or fourth fight. But he is definitely one to watch. If he can develop some power behind that, because we've seen it. You can have all the skill, but you need the equalizer. You need it.
You do, especially in this area, because people like the KOs. Like the thing that made that Saudi show so good.
Yes, sir.
All of the undercard fights ended in KO.
Yes.
Or stoppage.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yes, absolutely. So if you can develop a bit of, KO power along with the fantastic skill that I see him being displayed by this young man, we can have a star on our hands. He looks the part. He speaks well. I think he's got that Filipino descent, if I'm not mistaken. So big up Cameron Verong, I believe his name is. Forgive me if I've said it wrong. And then finally, the top of the bill, Masood, the Maverick. I don't even know what his last name was, but bro, that weren't good last night, bro. That weren't good. I know he's coming from a year layoff, and fair play to Ben Davison and Eddie Hearn. They're like, bro, you need to fix up because that weren't good. Because this brother was on his ass.
Yeah.
I'm getting texts. Nah, robbery. They robbed the black brother. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me watch this. And this man was on his chest all night for the whole 30 minutes, the whole duration of the 10 rounds. But listen, I remember asking Barry Smith about this Masood brother, and he said to me, he's so talented, So I'm just gonna take it as it was an off night for the young man, and his opponent, whose name I can't remember, he can fight. That guy could fight. And I thought if Masood wants to redeem himself, he needs to fight that guy again. That would be a good fight. That's what he should do. He should fight because there's too much controversy. And if you're going to step up, as Eddie was saying, if you're going to step up to the next level, the level that those around you, close to you, feel that you're going to get to, you need to be knocking these brothers out. And let everyone just say, you ain't fighting no one. That's what you do. That's what world-class fighters do. They knock people out, and then the people start saying he ain't fighting no one. That's how you determine or distinguish whether they are gonna be what those around them say they're gonna be. And I think that's a wrap, Spence.
We've done 10 minutes over the time. But
yes, sir.
No big thing, because really and truly it's 7 minutes over the time. But I'm grateful for every single person that's come on the show. Really good to have Opportunity back in the house. You know what I mean? After he was doing his Rocky Balboa training and trying to leave, man. That's why I just jumped on the plane, went to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we got to,
Spencer Fearon. James Toney versus Razor Ruddock last night. What are we seeing?
Tundi,
what did we witness?
I thought the two men were advertising for a Cross Your Heart bra Tarati.
Crush Your Heart. Remember that bra there? All the women over a certain age. They remember the Cross the Heart bra.
Yeah.
Spencer, you're killing me.
Nah, bro.
But yeah, but I'm gonna be real. Spence, as I try my best to be 99% of the time. JT still got moves though. He was rolling. It looked good. It looked good, but Jay's Toney is so damaged by pugilistic dementia. It's really sad to see someone. I know everyone's got bills to pay, and the bills never stop. That's why Warren Buffett is still making money in his 90s. But boxing is a sport where you kind of feel sorry for guys. It's like when I see Roy Jones still wanting to fight. I'm like, come on, man. Give it up, bro. Give it up. But at least Roy Jones still got some faculties. But as we've seen with fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard, you can be sweet. There's always some damage when you've been taking punches in the head since you're a little kid, Spence, at the end. And I feel like...
Of course it does. It catches up to you. So
it catches up to you, pugilistic dementia. And I feel like with James Toney, he's so far gone. I was actually talking to his trainer that was out there with him while I was away. And he swear blind. He's seen them all. He said James Toney is the best fighter he's ever seen. He trained Diego Corrales and what have you. I didn't even know his name. But, he turned Diego Corrales pro. But I sat down and spoke with him for at least an hour. And he said he was going there to you know, if it got too rough, it would have pulled James out. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, well, you really shouldn't have made him go there in the first place. But listen, money does things. People put themselves.
It does. Sorry, Mohammed, thank you so much for the 499. Salam, bro. Salam, guys. Did you watch the DAZN Next Gen show? Yes, we actually just spoke about. You must have just jumped on, but thank you so much for the 499. When the show's off, you just rewind it 10 minutes back. You hear Tony does a breakdown of all the shows over the weekend. And yeah, I don't want to end it on this pugilistic dementia talk. I want to end it on something right? And I'm going to say again, Saudi Arabia, this Turkey Al Sheikh, working for the kingdom as a royal advisor, these men could handily take over boxing. And on the 23rd, we've got so many names on there. I want to see Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yard out there as well. Yeah, I mean, that would give me a bigger excuse for me to jump on the plane to go out there. Yeah, I mean,
you have to be on that show.
Trust me.
Because I know Dev's watching right now.
Right.
Dev's side is Dev, because you just gotta report it.
Big up Dev as well, because like
Dev's the man.
I've done interviews with him. I haven't really spoken to him, sat down and spoke boxing with him.
Yes.
And we were ringside for the Adelaide Woodley fight. And he asked my opinion on the fight. And I gave my opinion. I actually called the round as well. And it's not because I just thought it was just too early for David Adelaide, where David Adelaide hasn't got a Nathan Gorman on his record, but that was how I called it. So I big up Dev because he's a proper nice guy. You know what I mean? Very respectful as well. So big him up. I mean, me and Andy Clark had a really, really good talk as well.
Yeah, Andy messaged me while we was in away, and we'll be talking to Andy. Great guy, great historian himself. He's actually, to me, Andy Clark is the new Adam Smith of boxing for this country.
Yeah, most definitely.
Fantastic voice, fantastic oratory. His voice is just, it's a captivating voice.
And also, I forgot to say congratulations to him as well, because his missus is a little baby girl.
Come on.
So, I mean, congratulations.
He's an East man as well. Big up Andy, he's an East man.
Andy Clark, man. Andy Clark's good people, man. We worked together years ago, so big up Andy Clark.
Come on, yeah. And bro, him and Mike Costello are my two guys for commentary. I like them. They're boxing people, you know, and they know what they're talking about. Mike Costello from DAZN, former Lynn man. Steve Bunce is my guy as well. And Andy Clark. I like those three guys. I think they really know what they're talking about. They're studious commentators and are very well spoken. So big up those three.
But none of them have got better diction than Ron McIntosh.
Oh no, we know Ron is the magic man of all sports. I see Ron talking about hockey, basketball, cricket. Ron is just he's a library of, and his voice, you can hear the passion when Ron McIntosh talks. Ron's supposed to be knighted, in my opinion.
No, seriously, they need to give him an MBE.
Ron McIntosh is supposed to be knighted for his services to sport, not just boxing. The sport in general. Excellent. One of the golfers, you know, that I listen to and really learn from. So big up Ron McIntosh again. I know we don't like to end this on a low, as you said, but Ty Booth tried to come back in the ring last night.
Everyone was saying it to me. Everybody said like it was a
and you see what happened when you're bad man, when you criticize so many people, sometimes the people that you criticize, they're not even saying nothing. They're just waiting for your fall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're coming on there, bruv. I think one time he said something about me, and I said, "You can't get my energy. You can't get my energy. Just don't even try that one day, because it's not gonna happen." But listen, I don't like to see anyone going through mental health issues.
But how do you know it's mental health?
Huh?
How do you know it's mental health?
But it might just be, bro. I see him drinking bare liquor on the thing, so he might just be drunk, bro.
No joke. Something is wrong with that boy, Booth.
Bro, he's always this is what I'm trying to say. You see life here. This is what I've clocked. life is a serious boomerang.
Of
It's a
course it is.
serious boomerang, and things can come back to you. Things can come back to you. Most things end up coming back to you. If you're putting out good, eventually you'll get good. If you put out bad, eventually your day will come. So it's never about criticizing someone. But I have to say this, regardless if you criticize someone or don't, because I never like to see another human being in a down situation, and people certainly not me taking the mick at them. So whatever Ty is going through, it is funny. I'm just letting you know that it's funny, but I don't wish no bad on you. I don't wish no bad on you. But yeah, you see, man saying karma. Man saying karma on the thing.
Yeah, man, I'm saying this part here, that Bear Brothers was sending me a message. Oh, it's said about the Thai booth. I'm like, I don't really know. I don't watch his stuff. I don't watch. Yeah, the only thing that I watch of him is when Billy Joe phoned him and bad him up.
Okay. Man
Right.
said he was getting punched up. That's why he walked out the room.
Right.
He probably thinking to himself, yeah, the comeback was good, but I'd rather just stay behind my computer and just criticize, man. Because it's not the same as taking licks.
End of the day, this is just me just keeping this thing 100. Yeah, it's like I remember when he came to London. He beat Nathan Graham. Do you remember that?
Say that again.
He beat Nathan Graham on I think it was on Maloney's show.
Yes, sir. I remember that. Was that your show?
Nah, Maloney.
Oh, that was Maloney's show. Yeah.
And I remember I watched it. I said, "Nah, this boy is good. He's a good fighter."
I remember he was doing all right with Chris Eubanks Jr. as well until Chris Eubanks put up the engine on him.
Okay, so you know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but you was in this. Sometimes when it's gone, you know. And you come in some little unlicensed white collar kind of thing or whatever.
Wait, Spencer. Man said, what mental health he got brought up? That's what I'm trying to say. You see, when people are criticizing people are quiet. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for your device.
You know what? You know, on certain things you bring it on yourself as well. But you know
this is the point I'm making.
Yeah, because there was enough other guys who are these little blogger man them who they said they wanted to fight him and all the rest of it. So really truly, Ty should fight one of them blogger man.
Ty Booth against KSI is selling out the place. Ty, and if that fight happens,
KSI gonna fight him also.
My 10%. No. Man saying he spat at the brother as well, and then he walked out the ring. Spence, it's been great. It's great. I know I've let you.
You're back.
20 minutes.
I'm gonna put this little one to sleep.
Yeah, God bless her.
Anyway, the man they stopped the Diwali celebrations now anyway, so they're not scaring him.
Yeah, he needs to hear the powers. I told you, cool. He heard you saying that he's coming for him after the show. Just the same way Chris Eubanks felt the vibration and phoned the show immediately.
Come on.
This how this thing works. So you got to respect the vibration, the frequency, as they say, and live your life, or try to live your life by it. Let me just say before I put on the dark glasses. Oh, Duke Alexander, thank you for the 35. Zar, he said, great to see you both again. Awesome show as always. Question for Spence: with Tundi's potentiality in Saudi, can the Sheikh head robe fit his grape head? Yeah, bro. You see me rolling with one of them thing there. What they call them, Spence? I don't know what they call them.
He can fit his head. He can fit your head.
Bro, I'm rolling up there with my baseball cap.
Use elastic band to tie it on your head.
I'm rolling up there with my baseball cap, my Adidas baseball cap, or my Stamina for Soul baseball cap. You can't tell me nothing. But yeah, old tight Duke Alexander for the 35 Zar. Now, in closing, let me just thank a few people before we go, because it's always, listen, your presence is always so appreciated. You make both myself and Spencer's job a joy to continually do, and we're back. So In closing, big up Snaps, Daniel Bakar, Tartan 360, the Godfather of Boxing, Duke Alexander, Kurt Campbell, Daniel Bakar, Bobby Wright, Tony G, Snaps, Simon Potts, let me see, P. Goldsmith, Marcus Nevers, Sugar Ray 29, Zakaria Khan, Daniel J. Boateng, Lifetime, Eon, Skyliner, The Editor, Struggle Boxing, Rob Mayer, Tyrone Allen. The list goes on. Wait. There's more. We said Kurt, Snaps, Essay, Sammy Ali, the young Sammy Ali, Boxing. I don't want to call him a historian, but he's definitely got his eye on the ball. Big up young Sammy Ali. 8 Franks, Samuel O, the Godfather of Boxing. I'm sure I've said that. Nice Guy, Checkmate 74. I've said Rob Mayer. I did Nathan Bailey. You're there. XL15. Simon Potts, I've said Simon as well. Mohammed Ahmed, thank you for the $4.99, and thank you to everyone who throw in the Snapchat money. And we know it's super chats, but we call it Snapchats. Dino Grigopoulos. Grigor, he's Greek. Dino's definitely Greek because I know them Greek names. Because one of my best, if not my best friend, is Greek. Who else, Spence? Praise You Dalai, I think that is. Sion Hewitt, No Let's Go TV. And we can keep on going, but suffice to say, thank you for the over 500 people that joined us live tonight. Go back, watch this on Spencer Fearon's Twitter, or watch it again on the Stamina for Soul YouTube channel. We're going to be back next week. What's next week, Spence? Oh, the next week is the 18th. What shows is there? Is that the Cameron Taylor show? Or is that the week after? What big shows is next week? There must be a big show next week, the 18th. I'm sure there is. I know Katie Taylor is fighting. I think that's the week after, right?
That's the week after.
Yeah, the Katie Taylor. But what's next week? Adam Azim is fighting next week. That's right.
Oh,
and also Frank Warren has a big bonanza. I think 6 title fights or something like that up there. Where is it? Is it in Nottingham or one of them places, Norwich or one of them places where you've got a massive fight with Nick Bull versus Isaac Dogbo? That is the rockers I want to see.
Tunde?
Because that is going to show me a lot. It's going to show me what Isaac has got left. I don't think this fight would have taken place when Isaac was coming up, when he was a young WBO champion. But everything is about timing. That's a big fight. Isaac Dogbo versus Nick Bull. Is it Nick Bull? Yeah, I think that's his name, Nick Bull. Okay, I like Nick. He's a serious fighter. Nick Bull is a serious fighter. He's like a little mini Mike Tyson. The big man Denzel Bentley. Bad man Denzel Bentley, pure. This is a man who knows, whose family know about the spiritual thing. Because me and his mum was there ringside. I'm not gonna divulge what mummy said to me after Denzel's last. That's spiritual things. You know, we don't talk it. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing mummy at ringside. If I don't go out there, definitely on the commentary for the Fight Is Right, because myself and Spencer will be doing that. Spencer, don't drop off with your daughter. We've got a few minutes left, but we can keep up the energy. But
3 minutes left. I'm bouncing, bro. I'm gonna put this guy on bed.
Because you know I'm back. It's the first show back, so I got bet. I've always got the energy, but I just want to keep.
That's good for you. But while you was away, I was still doing the show.
Yeah, but it won't hype like this. We need a hype. That's why when we used together, it's more electricity.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to say. And even better, I want to put this little girl to her bed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer is very tired. His daughter's tired. We've had a great show. We've already gone 27 minutes past the time. So let's wrap it up. Air Force 286. You already know what time it is. Sammy Ali believes that Isaac Dogbo is going to beat Nick Bull, but it's going to be a good fight. Ladies and gentlemen, let us end the show in exactly the same way we started it, with the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up, peace, 2 fingers. You might have a beautiful week, you know what I mean? And keep on pushing forward. Peace.